What is going on, you beautiful duckers? I hope you're all doing well. I am indeed. Welcome to the stream. If you're, of course, watching a little bit earlier, welcome, or a little bit later, should I say? Welcome to the VOD. Today, as part of the mini series, we're going to be running out, getting looted, getting geared as much as possible, coming back, building up some of the base, and then tonight, we're going to be getting into some, well, hopefully, some all-out PvP, having a good time with it, and hopefully, we can build up the base as much as possible and really dive in to a little bit of fun. Perfect. For now, though, of course, we will be getting started in just a moment. Amazing, righty. So we've been changing some stuff up. We've been doing a couple of different things. We now have a nice little intermission scene. So we're going to be firing into this. Just waiting for the server, of course, to be loaded up. And we can finally fire into this and really just continue on with the journey. Lilium. Welcome. Hey, righty. Could actually get into this then. So we left off. Well, there we go. I left off pretty much sitting inside of a bush. That's odd. We see a Mosin just sort of sitting there. Nice to see, I guess. Right? We'll wait for obviously everything to load up first. There we go. There we go. Right? Perfect. Perfect. Awesome stuff. Right. So, let's turn the headphones up. Remember where I actually am. And apparently, I say apparently, there was a Mosin sitting up here. Very odd. Very odd indeed. I've never seen that. Just sitting at the top there. I'll definitely be taking the Mosin though. We've only got one round for it, which is unfortunate. I'm guessing I can't put that onto the Mosin. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. But the Mosin, main weapon of choice. Of course, it's going to have to be. Righty then. So the main aim then, of course, of today's stream is to get geared as much as possible, to really fire into this, and like I said, simply get geared as much as physically possible. So one sec, let me just change this around. That should be a bit better. I don't want the mic to be. Oh jeez. I have this thing called acid reflux, right? And it's amazing, honestly. It's absolutely fantastic. I couldn't ask for much more in the world. Right. So, looking at the map, realistically, I would like to head all the way to Nadbor. So, Nadbor, we've got the military area, of course. And then, really looking at it, I'm kind of just having a little gander and seeing realistically where we can get going. So, if we get going to near Nadbor, we'll get going to obviously a big military area. So, here is Nadbor, and then just here, just down from this, around here, Swarog. Of course, then we can loot as much as possible into the military area. So we're heading for Swarog. It shouldn't honestly be that far of a run for us. You know the host is bald, but you can't prove it. I don't think you're ever going to prove it, to be honest. I mean, I've got quite luscious locks, I would say. Welcome to the channel, though. Interesting introduction. I have to move that. Got my coffee sitting there. Ozzy, good day to yourself, dude. How are you doing, of course? So I don't really want to be messing about around Toplin at the moment. We genuinely want to just be heading straight down and losing up as much as possible from the military areas. That's realistically, that's what we need to be doing. I need to change that really quick. Let me just change this. There we go. And we'll change that as well. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to do something real quick. Right. Yeah, apparently hair is bald. Yeah. I used to have my hair cut like proper military style for obvious reasons. And I just don't do that anymore. I don't really cut it that short anymore, honestly. It's now a lot longer. I kind of like having the hair. Now, I remember the days of having a freaking grade 2 all over. Not happening. Not happening anymore. Oh, they have got a flag. I should really set a flag up in our base. I feel like that's kind of the next step. Once we've got looted and we've got some more gear, I feel like we're going to go out and... Timmy, for the follow? Timmy's hit common duct here. I don't ever want to keep it as common duct here. First stage duck. I have already heard shots as well. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Good old Chucky bar. We're not going to be running all the way. We are obviously going to take it a little bit slower than normal. I don't really want to go missing a beat at the end of the day. Right, so we've got the prison next to us. Now, the prison is quite far away. It may seem close, but it is actually quite far away. So, honestly, I don't really want to be messing around with trying to get to the prison. By the time I actually end up getting there, we probably would be halfway to Nadbor anyway. And that's really the main aim, is Swarog. To try and get, obviously, as much of that loot as possible, military-wise. Really, the aim is to get a couple of snipers, of course, get ourselves some scopes, and possibly even silencers. Like, that's the main thing. Obviously, some, submachines or AKs, etc. would be nice, obviously. But I'm more than happy to just leave with some sniper rifles and some scopes. I'm glad that we don't have to continue now and try and get all the building materials. When obviously we come back and we've dropped off all the loot that we can possibly pick up, then and only then I will start building more. We'll add maybe, if I can pick up some camo nets, that would be great. Yeah, 100%. I just think it would add a little bit extra to the base, really, wouldn't it? Adding a little camo net. I don't really want to be walking in the middle of the field. Oh, we've got a few shots over there. Lovely. Well, we may as well have a little munch. We'll have to go into the bush over here. If I could try and pick up more rounds for that, I don't want to drop the Mosin, because realistically, the Mosin is a one-shot, one-kill. Oh, you absolute demon. Oh, I didn't pick up a knife. What was I thinking? I'm sure we'll be able to get one soon. Yeah, that'll be fine. Uncle, appreciate the likes on the stream. Damn. We're at 1,000. I realize that. I know you guys like having a little bit of competition over on the TikTok side, so give me a second. I always forget to load this up. I don't know why. There we go. Right, you guys could continue your freaking competition or whatever that you normally do. There we go. Righty. Make sure we're not losing track of the weight. Yeah, I always do. I always do. So we're heading towards the sun, aren't we? Well, that's the Zelensky. Right, perfect. Well, we may as well check the hunting cabin real quick. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, we should have ranged it up. It's behind that. Got to range it. Whoa, we got our first victim, though. Let's see what we could do here. Need to aim a little bit higher, I think. There he is. How is that? It needs to be even higher. Fucking hell, man. Well, the reason I obviously wanted to do this was so we can practice PvP and long-range PvP as... I'm surprised he hasn't moved, though. Is that over 300 meters, that is? Yeah. Fair. That's probably sitting at about 400, isn't it? I think that's sitting at about 400 meters. Well, no one said I was the best sniper in the world, okay? He's hiding. He's hiding. We're going to have one more shot on him, and I think that'll be us. He cannot see me, which is nice. We've got the old ghillie suit on. He's definitely sitting behind that. Is that about 400 meters away? We need to get a battery for this range. We need a rangefinder. He's still sitting behind that, though. Right, that's us. I've got no more bullets left. We're going to have to get going. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. Oh, no. I forgot about that. We've got another mag for this thing, haven't we? The thing is, though, if I can't get a good range on him, I don't know exactly where it's hitting. I think he's about 400 meters away. I think we're going to leave him. At the end of the day, the rifle that I've got isn't exactly the hardest to hit. We've already hit someone from about 50 meters away with this thing, and it did nothing to them. Some failed snipes there. Lovely. It would have been nice if we could have got him, obviously. It would have been really nice if we could have got him. But shit happens. Oh, my chest again today. Jeez. Maybe we can catch... I do still want to try and fight this dude, but... Oh, well. Nah, it's alright. It's all good. It's all good. We'll still head into Swarog. Even if we hit the dude, the chances are it probably wouldn't have even... It wouldn't have even taken him down. We'll have to go out, and really, we'll have to go and pick up a rangefinder. There's no point going all the way back to the base to pick one up. But if we can get a good range on him, and we can also start getting some silencers for the rifles, that's going to be the main thing that we want to do. Right? Is get that silence, and also pick up them rangefinders. So we know the distance. And we're also not giving ourselves away. Because that, realistically, if I had that ranged properly, that would have hit him square on. Yeah, the rifle is pretty shy. Ah, shit, hell. I don't know what it is lately. My chest has been just killing me. Like, genuinely, my chest has been killing me. I don't know why. I feel like we're probably going to have a lot more opportunities to snipe a few people. I mean, I'm hoping so anyway. But yeah, I genuinely do feel like we're going to have a lot more opportunities to snipe a lot of people. And just getting some really good PvP. We'll be taking that from you. Thank you. Oh, the repeater. Now, honestly, I have rounds for that. I don't have rounds. I'm not taking the Mosin over the repeater. The only problem is, yeah, we're gonna have to leave the repeater. You never know. To be honest, I didn't actually see the last hit of that shot. Like, the last shot that we had, I didn't see where it hit. It could have, fucking hell, it could have very well hit him. The rounds that the gun that we've got with the scope, the rounds that it takes are only for, it's like hitting them with a sporter almost. You know, the rounds are not very tough at all. Ooh, that just landed in Polana. Nice, we need a little bit of grub. Perfect. And on we go. I would like to make a fire. To be fair, making a little fire would actually be very helpful. We'll wait until it goes night, though. Because at the moment, we are quite wet, which is infuriating. They took everything. Dude, what did they take? I wish we could make some snow on the ghillie. That would be great. Go and brush up on a tree or something like that. He didn't take one shot at me, that dude, before. Like, not one shot. One sec, guys. Right. So, like I said, I don't know why, but my chest is just, like, just hurting me today. We're not going to bother by going into many houses. Like, the only place I actually want to be going to is the military areas. I may dip into a few. You know, dip into this one and we'll possibly go over there as well. Just to simply see if there's any food. This place be based up. Yeah, there's nothing here I actually want. Now, where the frick did I drop that Mosin? It was right... I swear I dropped it there, right there, I was gonna say. Damn. So this is what this server is like. It's crazy as well, because this place... That must be a massive squad, because this place... oh, shit. There's also a Z there. We'll take the can opener. But someone has not passed through here long ago. We're gonna have to be careful. There's someone around. It could be the fact that it's someone actually still building the base. Billy, welcome. How you doing? It could be someone that's built the base. But we're just going to have to be extra careful, that's all. Go around creeping. So yeah, I've changed the colour of our duck. My chest, fucking hell. I've never had it this, well, I've had it this bad when I was younger, but acid reflux, what a demon. So yeah, I've changed the colour of the duck. The duck has now got a green face. It resembles the Great British mallard. I think it's like a more accurate representation of an actual duck. I personally think it looks nice. I think it looks sick. Make sure we're on the right way. We are. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of people going through Swarog. Like, a hell of a lot of people. Getting the morning coffee brewing. God's on his football, is he? Oh, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Good old morning coffee. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Ooh. Where's that coming from? That's coming from Muratine. Well, we're heading to Swarog because we're at the stage in the mini-series now where we've built the base. You know, we've been able to survive on this PvP server as a solo for a good amount of time. We've got the base built, we've got storage, and we've also been able to build up some small parts of the gillies. So now is the point where we're going to head out, hit to the military areas, go and try and loot up some actual decent snipers and scopes, possibly even a couple of silencers. And then yeah, we're hopefully we're just going to roam around the area and see if we can try and shoot some dudes. Head back to the base, obviously, get that refined, built up a little bit more. Yeah, they were great snipes before, great snipes. Oh, my cat. So, over the last few days, you probably heard me talking about my cat. How, like, she keeps coming over to the keyboard and she's wanting to kind of, like, sit with me, and etc. So, right next to me is my windowsill. I stream right next to my windowsill. So, I put my old, you know, my dog's blanket, basically, right next to me. Which is nice, it's nice. So, the doggo's blanket is basically on the windowsill, and I've kind of, like, you know, got her to come over and lie on that, really. And so now she's just sleeping next to me, which is actually really cute. She just wants to be near me. That's literally it. She just wants to be near me. And I can't really argue with that, you know, she's my baby. So I think that's it now. We're gonna have a cat as part of the stream now. I have been thinking about starting to put the camera back on for the TikTok side. I'm unsure at the moment, but I might do. So if I do, you'll end up having a cat on the actual stream now. I could go to the bunker. That is actually very true. We could try doing a solo bunker run. Bringing back a bunch of the stuff. If we can find some POX gas, that would be class. Like, that genuinely would be class. Oh. Fucking chest. I know I keep complaining. Eventually you guys just be like, stop bitching, man. Maybe it's just the way that I've been eating like shit recently, so maybe that's just it. Maybe I've simply just been eating too much like fatty foods and it's just catching up to me. You know, my chest is just like just fucking giving way or something. I don't know. It's the only thing I can explain, because this morning, like when I woke up, it was fine. Like, it was perfectly fine. And then, of course, as soon as I started drinking my coffee, it started killing me then. Snowy Livonia is so nice. Like, genuinely, what a gorgeous map. Livonia was great in the first place, but Snowy Livonia, that's even better. I'm gonna skip Nadbor, and we're gonna go straight to Swarog. I reckon we could probably get ourselves, you know, at least a plate carrier or something like that from there. And that's gonna be like the main thing. We should be going the right way. There we go. We got Polana and Swarog. Perfect. Polana, obviously, that thing ended up landing in Polana. We could go and check that out. We could go and check that out real quick before we go to Swarog. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go and check out that little event that happened in Polana. We'll go and see what's occurring. If it's been looted, or there's someone obviously doing it, then possibly we can try and take it from them. If we're slow and steady about it. Ah, yes, saying that. We should probably get rid of that can now, actually. We've got that can. I picked up the can opener, didn't we? Yeah. Right, let's go and do that while we're just sitting here for a minute. Just so I can actually use this can up. I want to be going into Polana and Swarog with as much room as possible, really. If we sit up here, we shouldn't be easily detectable. Have a little munch of this. Keep everything as high as possible. Good old spaghetti oops. Spaghettos. Might actually have some like antacids or something in my drawer. Yeah, I do. They're not the best, like. I guess at the moment, though, I'll take any of them. Kind of instantly feels better. Should be just over that mountain. Perfect. I reckon the event has probably already been done. Like, someone's already looted this thing. I can near enough guarantee it. I mean, look at that one that happened in Toppling. Within, what, 5 minutes? Not even 5 minutes. Someone was there and they killed the 30 Zeds or something that came with the crash. But we managed to actually get a nice bit of loot from there. Silencers and all that jazz. So I'm really hoping that we can do the same. I don't see any reason why not. I know, beautiful, right? Oh, okay. Someone's been cutting trees. Someone's been doing something. Because that's not a normal cutting. Fucking hell. That's the crash right there. And that was someone that just shot at me. Yeah, they're all running to him. Let's see if we can try and do something with this. They just tried to take a shot at me, but I think they missed. All the Zeds are running at them as well. That's why. Right, okay. That's why all the trees, because the planes crashed. So it's dropped down all the trees. Oh, we've got a bunch of Zeds dead over there. They could be looting that thing now. Let's try and run over here. Let's see if we could try and take them out. I reckon they're looting some stuff up. We're not going to be able to see past the smoke. There's one of them there, right there. There he is. Where'd he go? Did anyone see this dude? I just seen him running then. Where's this little fucker gone? He can't be that far away. Where did he go? This is the question, isn't it? I reckon he's probably already looted that. That's what we want to know, isn't it? Where did he get to? Because we just seen him running. I don't think he's looting the other crate. We can use this smoke as a bit of cover. Let's see if we can. Let's see if these... There we go, yeah. Ah, oh, son of a biscuit. Oh, well, that was unfortunate, wasn't it? Someone was obviously watching. I don't know where he went, but he was obviously watching, wasn't he? Oh, Mrs. Duck has just brought me back. Look at this. We've just been brought some beans on toast with an egg as well. Oh, excellent. So I guess what we're going to do now, we're going to have to obviously, we'll spawn back in, well, I'm going to have a little bite to eat first, but we're going to spawn back in Toppling. We'll go and loot up, obviously, as much as we can do. And then, really, we'll go hunting some of these events. Like the one that we just went to. Let me have a little bite of this. Lovely. So, I could, of course, put a flag in the base. So we can spawn there. Right, where we ended up. Perfect. There's no point going back to the base at the moment. There really isn't. We're just going to have to loot up and get going. Once I've had a little munch, okay? Right. Let's get moving and a grooving. So, an interesting first run. I must admit. Oh, hello. Look at this. Hello. Oh, bejeebers. They've been busy, haven't they? Fucking hell. The problem with this base is I could raid this so quickly. Because they haven't got a window here, all I have to do is shoot. It's just shoot the inside of it and it's done for. Right, so I guess the only thing I could do now, we'll hit the barracks real quick. Hit the barracks, hit the military area, and off we go. I shouldn't have ran for that. I shouldn't have. I honestly, I should have just simply waited around a little bit more. But, hey-ho. Shit happens. I also should have kept an eye on where that dude went. But you learn from your mistakes. You know, you learn from your mistakes. Knight, what's going on? Luna, how's it going? Well, I guess to the barracks, right? I have been finding crossbows. Oh, there's something going on. I have been finding crossbows. Aaron as well for the follow on TikTok. Becoming a duck. We've got some trees that have been chopped down here. Perfect. Now, what I was going to say is I've been finding... I don't need the GPS, but actually I will take... I could actually go back to the base and just go and pick up... Ooh. Alright then. Go and pick up a rangefinder. Really quick. So yeah, I have been finding crossbows inside of these places. Right, we'll hit the barracks, we'll hit the PD. And the aim is to still, of course, go into Swarog. Right, that is still the aim. Right, well, there's someone doing something. We've just heard some shooting already. I know that was like the Makarov silenced pistol. Ooh la la. Okay then. Alright, let's go and get us some goodies, right? He's there. Well, that's an SSG and a pump action that we found. Oh, come on, I wanted to drop down all Spider-Man-like and land on my hand, you know, and 2 feet in a hand, and then sit there and then blast him. That would be awesome. I know, we got fucking wrecked. Luna, no, I don't have a face cam over on the YouTube side. I used to have it on the TikTok side, but I've stopped doing that at the moment. It may be something that obviously we pick up later down the line, but for the moment in time, it's not something I actually do. Right, since I've spawned here, let's head back to the base. Let's go and pick up a rangefinder real quick. It's kind of frustrating, and it's kind of frustrating that we got absolutely shat on. Our little base. Yay. The little base, right. Where's this rangefinder that we had? I don't really care. The dry sack is just really so we can keep stuff in there. Is it not in here? Where did we put it? We got our materials ready to raid some bases later on the weekend. Right, hang on a minute. That's giving me 2 crates there, right? All right, 3. I swear I had a rangefinder. I must not have though. Right. Oh well. Let's just get going then. Let's get out of our ultra hidden base. It's not really ultra hidden, is it? Let's be fair, but it's It's hidden nonetheless. Well, we'll go and pick up, I guess, what we can do, and then we'll try and get headed to Swarog. Considering I'm actually, well, yeah, we're not on the side, so we'll have to get going on. We'll have to just make the journey all the way down back to Swarog. Really, one thing I would like to do is try and chase some of these events. The events themselves are going to provide us with the best loot, really. I should have waited around, you know, I think that was a pretty dumb move, jumping off of there like some sort of, like, parkour animal. Screw it, let's just run across. Let's just risk it. What's the worst that's gonna happen, right? I say that, and then you've got literally human meat sitting there, and what looks like someone's making a fire. Interesting. Ah, well, I'm still heading back to the barracks. I don't really want to be killing around toppling, to be honest. I would like to go and grab that SSG. I imagine the dude has probably picked up the SSG, though. Oh, shit. Ah! I come in peace. You can take my crisps. Fuck, run! I've got Nana on me. See if we can lose him. I think we lost him. Oh, jeez. This shows how utterly insane this server is. Let's go. Let's go. I think I lost him. Oh my days. Get out. Considering I got no weapon on me. Well, they are fighting tooth and nail, aren't they? Oh, that was at me. I'm really, very much doubt that he left anything on my body. He left the SSG. No mag, though. He took the mag from it, didn't he? Of course he did. Absolute ducker. Of course he left it. Right, oh well. He didn't take the rounds from the shotty, though. Interesting. Good old stab vest. Perfect. Another Glock. Right, I think we could do a few things with this. That's actually nuts. So this is a community server. Yeah. But this community server in particular is probably one of the most busiest PvP servers that is hosted in DayZ for the community servers. It is genuinely nuts. Chest again. Jeez. So if you don't know at the moment, we have a mini series going on. And the mini series is, well, essentially it's experiencing a 100 pop PvP server, or surviving on a 100 pop PvP server as a solo. So this server itself is about 150 odd pop. Like it's a very high maximum population, but on average, most of the time you get in between about 80 and 100 people that are playing on this server. It is insanely busy. As you can see, And that's what the mini-series is basically going to be doing. Right, so we've got some stuff for the SS. We've got the SSG. We've got the repeater. We don't have anything for it, unfortunately. We don't. But we're going to make our way all the way over to Swarrock again. And hopefully we can kind of sneak around and pick up a few little items. This place is mental. And I would like to come back to the place when we've actually got some extra stuff. We want to go hunting events. That's realistically what I would like to do, so we can build up the gear that I've got. Obviously, it would be lovely to try and find an SSG mag. That would be phenomenal. I don't know how lucky we are going to get with that, though. But nonetheless, we've still got the SSG. I appreciate the sub on YouTube. You have become a duck. Welcome, I'm Black. Yes, perfect. We got some more rounds for that. I think we may as well just try and head straight to Swarrock. Honestly? Yeah, let's just do that. There's a lot going on in Toplum. Good morning, Sobrev. I wish I was multilingual to read that. Being multilingual, I feel like, would be really cool. The only problem is I wouldn't use it. The only language I can see myself, like, actually learning is Welsh. Because I would use it in my sort of day-to-day life. But that's pretty much about it. Let's get rid of the repeater for now. We've only got 2 rounds for this as well. Jeez. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing, right? It's crazy. I didn't think there'd be that much action by the time... Mosen! Alright, well, I guess we're going to be triple carrying now. How many rounds has this Mosen got? 2. Alright, well, I suppose it's just the same as the pistol then. Just going to hit a hell of a lot harder. Now we just need to find a PU scope. And we're kind of sorted. I'm not taking the orange bag. It's not happening. Suppose if I find a saw, we could saw off the shotgun and add it to the bag. I mean, let's face it, the shotgun's only meant for close range anyway, so... Ooh, the orange dry sack, though. Yeah, still no. And let's go and have a little look, see if we can find a CR. Before we do proper venture out. He said, good day, a helping hand here from Brazil. Ah, very cool. Thank you for the translation there. Borda. And we got no CR. I don't know whether it's me just being me. Or if it's the same for anyone else. But whenever I think about, like, Brazil, the first thing that pops into my head is Vin Diesel going, "This is Brazil." Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But I genuinely, I feel like that is the case. Like, it's always that, isn't it? It's Vin Diesel going, "This is Brazil." Fun fact, just as good, if you disarm a grenade and then put it in your inventory, it explodes. So if you unpin a grenade and you put it in your inventory, it explodes. Honestly, I would assume that anyway, Pedro. To be fair, dude. There we go. Can I saw it off yet? No. No. Oh. Hello. Well, we're not going that way. We're going this way. We're heading to Swarog. It should be the right way. It is indeed. I need to learn other languages so I know what he's saying. You like the content? I'm glad, dude. I'm very glad, of course. Still think you should be able to make a makeshift scope from some binoculars, honestly. Under the hard way, Petrol. Damn, dude. Damn. So when it comes to obviously the chats, I think, between the two sides, I do want to focus obviously on the YouTube side, right? Because I don't want to miss any of the conversation. But I guess, you know, as things are obviously, I guess I would say as they're slowly starting, like as the days are going, we're having a lot more people come to the channel and we're having a lot more people chat away. So I feel like then once the YouTube side gets a lot busier, I guess, on the chat, I think then, of course, we will just purely focus on the YouTube side, I reckon. But for now, while it's I guess not as busy, and we're able to, we can try and do both. We lost the ghillie, didn't we? Ah, well, you know what? I had it spare. I thought, why not give it a try? Obviously, it didn't really work out for us that well. Well, let them do them. We're gonna come back. I'm hoping that we can get to some of these events. The event, from what I've seen, the event always seems to land in Nadbor, or around the area anyway. Come up to the tree, have a little drink before we do continue on. We'll have a drink as we watch the sunset. There you go. Don't say I don't do anything for you, ducks. Right, amazing. Let's go. Should we hit Polana as well? Like, should we also just sort of just go and take a little gander and see if we can hit Polana as well? I feel like we should. But if we're going to raid anyone, then we need to be picking up a lot more gear. Like, a lot more. We need to get one of them VSDs. Right, we're in the middle of a field right now. I don't really feel very safe, I will admit. I feel very exposed to the elements right now. I like it, the fact that we're heading towards the shots, though. That's going to be the safest way for us to go, is really to head more towards the town. That dude? No, it's a fucking post. I had looked in these before, didn't we? Got a head touch. I will take it. Just for the off chance that we actually end up going into the bunker. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? Yeah, honestly, I have actually started to notice, like, a lot more people in Wales are actually starting to speak Welsh. like it used to be a dying language, but I genuinely feel like it's starting to pick up a lot more. I went on holiday not long ago, and it was just a little bit further into Wales from where I am now. And pretty much everyone was speaking Welsh. I kind of sat there and I was like, hello there. Even though I know certain words, I still never want to speak it because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's because like it doesn't feel natural, or I don't know. My own like anxiety is just getting the best of me or something like that. Oh, okay. That was 100% a tree. Okay, yeah, they're chopping trees down here. Someone's building a base. How many people, though? How didn't that hit him? How didn't that hit him? Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen that was right on his head? That was right on his fucking head! No! That was right on his noggin. How didn't that hit him? I'm sorry, I don't understand that one. There was multiple... there was multiple of them as well, for fuck's sake. Right, back to Toppler we go. Oh, jeez. There was multiple... I don't know how that didn't hit him. I honestly... I couldn't tell you. Like, if you all want to back up on that stream and find out what went on then, because I swear, that was right on his face. I don't get that one. And it spawned us in Gleniska as well. Alright, I guess we're going for something... Oh, are we in Toppling now? Yeah, fucking hell. What even was that? What even was that? Right, like, that was on him. There was no way. I will admit, that's the second time that this has happened to me on the server. I've hit someone dead on. Like, and that was dead on. There was no way. There was no way that wasn't. I'll rewind the stream. I'll rewind it later on. Well, I'll look through later on. But that was like... That was pretty much pinpoint on his face. He should have dropped like a sack of spuds. And yet he didn't. I thought they blocked off the well then. Let's have a little drink. What even? What even was that? I think that's going to actually give us something better. The bomber is 36 though. Yeah, we'll rock around with this though. People are going to see us less. We're jumping through the woods. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. don't understand. I don't understand either. I don't. That should have pinged him straight on the face. He should have dropped, and then all I had to do was deal with the last one of them, and I would have ended up having a bit of nice gear. I understand. Like, I'm like, part of me. Oh, fisher rod. Part of me is obviously contemplating whether or not I should have shot at him, and if we should have just kind of, you know, taken a little bit more of an alternative route around. But at the same time, no. I'm here to do PvP. We're here to fight. So that's what I want to do. I want to kill as many people, or unalive, take down as many people as possible by the time we get there. There's no point going back into the base at the moment. There's simply not. The only thing I want to do is head to the barracks, get to the PD, pick up what I can, and honestly, but like the aim is still to get to Swarrow. No matter how many times we end up getting unalived, like this is the point. Trying to survive on a PvP server like this as a solo is extremely difficult. Well, maybe not extremely difficult, but when your shots don't hit, then it definitely becomes a lot harder, doesn't it? For the Mosin as well, that probably would have taken him out. Well, that's lovely to see. Great find there. Now we're going to have to risk it now. Let's have to risk it. I might actually have to go and get myself a quick drink. Right, let's go and loot up firstly. Is that more? That's another burlap sack. We'll take that. But we'll go and loot up. We're going to go to the barracks pretty much straight away. Hopefully we can pick up a few things. Maybe we're just gonna have to aim. Maybe it was my aim, you know, genuinely, maybe it was my aim. Maybe it was just the fact that I aimed too high and it skimmed his head. Maybe the dude was chopping a tree down, and as I shot at him, my bullet basically skimmed past his face. You know, I can't say that it hit him if it obviously didn't. Someone's... Fucking hell! It's mental today. Getting sniped and everything. I don't think the white top is helping us. We're gonna have to be like just creeping around the place. What the Someone from up there. Yeah, they're definitely aiming for me. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. If there's an SSG, I was going to say if there's an SSG, we could probably fight them, but I think I'd prefer just to run away at the moment. I think they've got the higher ground. Alright, we're safe for a minute. Alright, there's stuff there. Okay, okay. We'll take a shotty. A little bit of protection at least. There you go, good old double barrel. We'll be keeping that. We don't need the crisps on our Hot Wheel. I think I'll take the bomber back, you know. I think that's going to be a little bit better than the bright white coat that we're wearing. Yeah, you know, funny enough, I feel like they could see me. Right, that's that silenced pistol, it is, yeah? Nice silenced Glock. It's got a mag to it. No, it doesn't. I suppose the rack's better than nothing, isn't it, really? We've got a mag for it as well. Stab vest. What else we got sitting around here? Doesn't really seem like too much, does it? So I think we should... Oh, nice. Glock mag. Perfect. 17 rounds as well. That's an odd one. Is that going to be it? I think that's going to be it from in here. More rounds for the rack. Scorpion. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll take the Scorpion, actually. Like, yeah, 100%. The rack's nice, don't get me wrong, but the Scorpion, we can chuck a silencer on that. And it's also still going to take 380s as well. I'll take the rack mag just to get rid of the rounds from it. Right, we're going to have to go and hide now. I need to go and get myself a quick drink, honestly. Now it's a case of hide. Hide where? Right. We're going to have to hide here for a minute. I need to go and get a really quick drink. So, yeah, I won't be a minute. I'll just pop that there. I'm going to exit purely for the fact of there are so many people on the server currently, I'm probably going to die for leaving my chair for about 2 minutes, right? So, we're going to leave the chair for a minute. Right, give us a sec, guys. I'll just go and get a quick drink. Right, we're back. Let's get fired straight back into this, shall we? Oh, my fucking toe. I've got a small piece of my chair where the leg is actually broken on the chair. Which is phenomenal, of course, but it's broken on the chair. And my foot's just slid into the chair. And completely wiped it out. So now my toe's throbbing like a demon. Oh, well and good. I fucking cut it the other day. Right, there we go. I had to go and get that quick drink, though. Like, I had to. So, I guess now we should head to Swarog again. But maybe we'll try and avoid a few people, right? I feel like I should avoid. What we got? That's a 20 round mag. Run into this house over here. Nice, double barrel. Well, we've got a double barrel on us. Well, we've got a couple of silence weapons now, so it's I'd say it's a decent start. This time we are actually going to get to Swarog. I can't guarantee the kill. Then we'll just leave it. I didn't pick up any 380s, did we? And let's get rid of this rack mag. Scorpion's a phenomenal weapon to have. Especially with that silencer. Right, amazing. Right. And I guess let's get going. I feel most of the stuff I've already taken from Toplin. So I don't feel like there's any point really staying around. We've got a couple of bits here and there. But that's what we're going to have to do, really, is just, if I can't fully confirm... I think that's it. If we can't confirm, and I can't fire silently, then no longer shall we shoot. So really, I'm only going to take weapons now that I can put a silencer on, unless obviously, you know, shotgun, or let's say we find the blaze. You know, I'll keep the blaze, because it's a pretty badass weapon, really. But the rest of them, we're really aiming to get a silencer on it. And at least then, if we miss some shots, they're not going to know where we are. Or they're going to have a very hard time finding out anyway. And it's going to give us a lot more time to get the fuck out of there. I'm going to have to wear it. I have no other bag. It's not ideal, obviously, I know that. But sometimes needs must. Well, there's someone shooting in Toplin. It's not the dude that was firing at me, because he had a silenced weapon. I could go and loot all them. We could. I feel like it's probably worth it as well, actually. Yeah, we'll go and have a little loot. Just to see if I can pick up a rifle or anything like that. Here's the thing, if we can get a CR and duct tape, we've literally then got a great start. But 2 silenced weapons that we've got already, I feel like that's pretty decent. We'll find a gun cleaning kit at some point, so we shouldn't really run out with them. And I'm also pretty sure that the silencers are in worn condition. We're not going back on ourselves. I'm only checking a very small amount of houses. I think most of the stuff that I'm going to need is going to be sitting in Swarog. Any of the stuff that I find at the moment is kind of just based on luck, really. Oh, a little pump. I'd prefer the double action. Monster energy. They put monsters in this game. There's monsters on the server. That's hilarious. Never would I have expected to find a monster. Meh, P1. I suppose I could probably take it on the off chance. To be fair though, no, it's kind of pointless. We'll take the mag out for it, but I'm not taking the actual gun. We'll take the rounds. Have a look at the old hunting cabin. Ah, perfect. We'll take that, 100%. Some 39s. Oh, some Mosin ammo, sorry. There we go. The one time we find the Mosin ammo is the time that we don't actually have a Mosin. Welcome to DayZ. Oh, my kitty cat, she's so precious. Please and thank you. Looks like a frying pan. Perfect. Thought we would find one of them pretty quickly. Is that a scope? Is that a PU scope? Are you shitting me? Frickin' PU scope. No Mosin. We've got the ammo, we've got the scope, but we haven't got the actual gun. And we get the gun, and we don't have no ammo, and we've got no frickin' scope. I don't even know what to say about that. So how many is that now? That's like 2 or 3 people that we've gone against. It would be worth, of course, heading over to Polana as well. We can loot up, obviously, the military areas around there. We might even find, like, an M16 or something like that. But we're definitely going to stick to what we said about the silence. If I can't shoot them with no silencer, then I don't really want to be shooting at them at all. I'm sure we'll probably have many people to be able to fight against as the days come on. I feel like we've been to this point how many times? Like I may as well check this little military area now. I don't want... I really want the crossbow. Every time I see a crossbow, I genuinely really want it. I know that there's no point really, though. It's a good weapon, don't get me wrong. It really is. But at the same time, I'm also like, well... it's just not needed. And it's not exactly, you know, if you miss one shot with a crossbow, you're pretty much knackered. Especially, well, if they find you anyway. Let's just fucking run across here quickly. feel like that's what we should do, right? We should try and quietly as possible head to the military in Polana and also head to Swarrock. That's a Z, isn't it? That is definitely a Z. I really want to double check though. Yeah, I thought as much. Go pop him in the head. That's where we died a minute ago. That's where it died. Right, I think we're gonna take another trip around there. One sec, my little dude's just come in. Right, let's get rocking and rolling. My little dude just came in, so, you know, you gotta say hello. So we could go back to the same... Canal tree? Fuck off, man. We could go back to the same location. I know that people are obviously building up around there. Or we could just simply skip all of that. I think that's what I'm going to do this time around. There was, what, 2-3 people that were chopping down trees. The size of that base, though, I imagine there's probably more than that. So if we head sort of along the way, and we can kind of bypass this a little bit. I don't really want to be disturbing what they're doing. I don't have the firepower to be taken about. And perfectly honest, like, we want to be getting some silenced snipers, some silenced rifles. So we'll kind of look at that. That's real cool. That's like a purple white tree, isn't it? We'll actively avoid this area. That's going very well, Isaac. How about yourself? Lovely. Lovely to hear. We're not going to be too far away from Polana now. I'm guessing I'm directly... Yeah, Nadbor is directly that way. But we want to be heading to Polana and Swarog. That's where I, of course, want to be going. Hello, Yellow. How are you? You just woke up, Isaac. Fair, fair. Hey, you gotta have them lions every now and again, haven't you? Of course. Wait here for a minute. Let's track the way that we're going. So if we continue down this road, it will lead straight into Polana. So I think that's what we're probably going to do. We'll head straight into Polana, and then we'll head over to Swarog. And then realistically, if we can pick up a decent amount of stuff at the moment, we can, of course, then continue back to Topolin to store everything and build up that. But Red Bull's at the ready. Nice one. Gotta love a good Red Bull. I love trying Red Bull flavors. Can't remember what the latest flavor was, but they always come out with like a winter and a summer edition, don't they? I love trying all the new flavors. I feel like they're just so nice. I have to watch though, honestly. I have one Red Bull and like it makes me kind of like wired, right? I wouldn't say wired, but like, you know, like it's a nice bit of like, it's a nice kick up the ass, isn't it? But if I have more than one, fucking hell, I'm just dropped to the floor. Like it can ruin me, honestly. Like it felt like it destroys me. Oh, you tried one the other day. Which one was it you tried? I think the roots. I don't think they've got the memo. The roots are meant to be in the ground. It's an odd treat, that, isn't it? Yellow, appreciate the follow on the TikTok side as well. You have chosen to become a duck. It was a red can. I know which one you're on about. I don't know the flavor of it. Like, I'm not like a Red Bull expert or something, but I know the sort of, I know the can that you're on about. It's imprinted in me brain. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I mean, it sounds like red berries, like red berries, maybe. Maybe like a watermelon one. Something like that. Right, we're coming up to Polana. We should be there soon. Past all that. And then wherever the next event is going to be, that's where I think we'll go. I guess just as a solo, we've got to be a bit more careful. Sometimes I forget how crazy of a PvP server this actually is. And I just go running in like full balls to the wall, you know? Looks like someone's trying to build a base around here. Wait, is there a gas pump here? No, there's not. That was 100% a car, though. I don't hear it anymore. Where does this off-road lead? Not where we need. Maybe they're heading to Polana. That was 100% a car, though. Watermelon. Yeah, I thought as much. I think the one that I tried, which is a favourite, it was like a pear one. Like pear and elderflower or something like that. It's delicious. They should stop making them like that, though, honestly. They need to stop making them, like, actually, you know, being delicious. It's not fair. It's not fair, is it? You can't make something that nice, but also say, right, you can only have, like, one a day. That's not right. It's not on. I'm not allowed to do that. Can't remember what the watermelon flavour tastes like, to be honest. I mean, obviously I know it's going to taste like watermelon. One sec, guys. Right. We are good to go. And Polana should be just over yonder. I'm really hoping that Polana's not been based up. Surely they can't base up anything like military wise, right? I really hope the next event lands in Polana again. I knew that there was someone going to be there, though. They see me freaking walking in. Alright, this is the road that leads into Polana, if I do... yeah. So we're going to have to run straight down, because I'm not running down the road to get to Polana. I may as well just hold up a giant flag that says, hello. Hello. Please take me out. So we'll do Polana. And then Swarog. Oh. Looks like fucking that looks like there's a car crashed here, doesn't it? Maybe a car spawned there and they took a bunch of bits off of it. But even if that was the case, why would they just leave them on the... Makes no sense. Lana, and then Swarog is just over there. Rightio. So it should be coming up the back end as, yeah. And then, yeah, Swarog will be just over there. Perfect. I do like using the map every now and again, honestly. Like, Livonia is not a map that I'm actually 100% knowledgeable about. Like, I don't know loads when it comes down to... Oh, nice. A couple of good things. Perfect. Already, look at that. Already, we've got some decent stuff. So I think the map is actually, it's very helpful to use. When I go back to playing official, it's going to be insane, isn't it? Like, it's definitely going to be a whole different way of playing. Maybe that is it. Maybe it's just the fact that I was aiming a bit too high. Because, I mean, obviously, if it actually did hit him, or hit them, then, well, especially with the Mosin, they would have definitely bled at least. Interesting. Someone's been through here recently. Not surprising. How recent? Obviously, I don't know how recent. But considering how busy this server actually is, I can't imagine it was that long ago. Let's just hope there's some loot for us. Nade, yeah. Perfect. I want to be setting up some traps when we get back to Toppling. Server's restarting in 5 minutes as well. Slightly frustrating. Nothing I can really do, though. Oh, jeez, fucking hell. Chest. I swear, I'm not being a little bitch. I swear. Oh, yes. Perfect. That's gonna give us something now. Just that little bit extra protection. You know what? Actually, that is insanely true. Let's fill up this quickly while we're here. We'll just drink until our stomach is filled. Right, perfect. That should keep us going for quite a while, actually. Right, server's going to reset in 2 minutes. So there's no point going out looting a bunch of stuff because it's just going to kick us out. Oh! Oh! Hell yeah. That is our find. It's on an AK as well. Oh, oh, good old KSU. Right, okay. And a sleeper bag, pack red sleeper bag. Oofed. All right. Okay. We'll take the sleeping bag, and I guess I'll take that as well, right? And that's just kicked it out of the server. Amazing. Amazing. Right. Oh, so we found some decent stuff. We've got a sleeping bag. Obviously, we've got ourselves now an actual proper sniper. We've got a mini AK. So you know we're in a good little spot. We're gonna obviously take a little bit more of a slower wander around now. We're still obviously going to go over to Swarrock. Go and have a little gander, what's there. And then really I feel like we should just grab our sleeper bag and all that good stuff. Take it back to the base. And I feel like if I can get the sleeping bag and some of these other items back to the base, I then feel like base is, well, I mean, even better. I didn't even know that I could get sleeping bags. Right, guys, we'll be a minute. Love it. Right, we're in the queue. We're ready to get going. Yes, we've got the little intermission now. We've got this little chill intermission, I guess. I like it, honestly. I think it's something a little bit different to what we normally have. Yeah, I think it's something a little bit different to what we normally have. Obviously, those on the TikTok side, you don't really see the intermission, everything. You just get to watch the screen as we just load through. It's a new thing, alright? It's a new thing that we're testing out. The stream is forever updating. We're forever upgrading. Just so we can have the best quality content possible. Whether that be a 6-hour stream or whether that be a 40-minute edited together video. There we go, righty. Oh, excuse me. It's crazy. The best thing that helps acid reflux is literally milk. Like, that's the best thing that helps it, is milk. Damn, it's good. It helps the chest so much. Right, we did pick that up. Perfect. Right, we'll shut off the door. This is going to be obviously the main thing that we're going to be using. Did I pick up the 3.9s? It did. It was, yeah. Perfect. Right, we've actually got some form of protection now. That's better than a Glock. And a 45-round mag for it as well. Legendary. Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. You should know where that's from. Anyone who's anyone should know where that's from. I want the double barrel, don't get me wrong. It is still nice, but it's not needed anymore. It's simply not. Oh, excuse me. Right, what else we got up here? Is this the human? A miniature meal ready to eat. Right, well, you know what? That's better than the freaking human remains and zombie flesh that we found the other day. When I found that, I was genuinely scratching my head. Like, what the fuck am I even finding here? Oh, hello. Someone's obviously based that up. More rounds? Perfect. I may as well sort them out now. It's in great condition as well. Oh, lovely. Good old FX. I kind of want to take the FX, honestly. We don't really have any room for it, unfortunately. So I guess for now, considering I don't have any rounds for it either, we'll just keep with the Glock. Right, let's go and look at these military areas. And then we'll get moving over to Swarog. Yeah, I feel like if I wait here long enough, I will definitely find someone. Camping's never really been my I wouldn't say my style, but my strong suit. I get bored very easily. Like, very quickly. I am really hoping we find a mag for this sniper. What rounds does this VS even take? I've barely had one of these. Right, 7.54s. All right. I don't want the Glock. We want... Realistically, I want to be taking as many raid supplies as possible. We may as well... Oh, fucking hell, I'll have to eat the crisps now. Right, 1 second, I need to shut my door. Okay, sick. I unmute the mic, and as I do it, I cough. Beautiful. I wish that this would be classed as a submachine gun. Nothing in there. Epic. You don't think I trust an open can of anything? Really? 45s. Full scope. And the barrack sights. Okay. Is that another sleep? Oh, I thought it was another sleeping bag. The rest of this, yeah, it's been looted. I think we just head now straight to Swarog. I feel like the rest of that... Excuse me. I feel like the rest of that has been looted. Right, let's take a little bit of stock. I can't put that on there. Can I put it on here? Okay, we can put it on here. At least there's that, I suppose. Sort this out. We'll get rid of that because we definitely don't be needing that. We just really need to sort this out as much as possible. Right, amazing. I could just chop up them and it's going to give me that extra little bit of room. I may as well just do that really quick while we're here. We could do it silently, so it's fine. Oh, yeah, if we had the duct tape, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't know. Epic. We have enough stuff on us, really. And then Swarog should just be... Yeah, over to this way. Well, it should be around there, right? Alright, well, it's around there. So my sense of direction is genuinely, it's just so off sometimes. It's kind of nuts. I never thought Swarog would be over that way. I thought it was over... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It would have been nice to find some duct tape, absolutely. Make a little silencer for the VS. At least we got the baby AK though. There is that. We've got the baby AK, we've got ourselves a helmet. You know, we've got some actual, like, half decent stuff. Half decent. I'm surprised we didn't find anyone at Polana. Like, I'm very surprised. We obviously... We've seen the remnants of people. Of course. But I'm very surprised I didn't see anyone in Polana. I think if I'm going to find anyone, though, it was either going to be in Polana or Swarog. So... I guess we're going to be finding people in Swarog, right? It's not even as if I've got a good scope for this thing. I know the PU scope doesn't fit onto it. I really needed to check. See, look at that. That's horrendous, that is. Don't know if we should just keep that on it or just use the iron sights. Hopefully we can find a mag for this thing. A mag and a scope. And... the way that I'm going to play is we're going to be creeping around a hell of a lot more. When I've got barely any stuff on me, I don't really, you know, play stealthy, but when we've got the stuff, like, we want to be playing stealthy. Realistically, I would like to loot up Swarog, start heading back to topple him, and in an ideal world, we'll have an event that'll crash near us on our way back, and we can go and stalk the area. But now we've got a silencer, or two silencers, two weapons. We can actually go away and kill the Zeds at the particular, you know, the particular event. Right, guys, so everyone's obviously a little bit clear as to what we're doing. I have, so it's Tuesday, so I've actually got an appointment at 2 o'clock we've got to get going to. So what I'll do is probably about 1-ish. I say probably about 1 o'clock. Maybe 1:30 will come off. And that'll probably be the stream for the day. I have been thinking about streaming of a nighttime, or trying to stream more of an evening, but quite honestly, the streams themselves are quite quiet. You know, I know a lot of you guys like to have a good lurk about throughout the day, which is completely fair. But also as well of a nighttime, if the streams are quiet, in my mind, I'm like, I may as well try and do some editing. You know, and try and get a few things done that I don't really have much time to do. I know, obviously, I've got loads of stuff that we have to do when, obviously, the new ones in the world, which will be literally in a few weeks' time. Fucking hell, it could be any day, really. It could literally be any day, which is the crazy thing. But I'll have to come up at 1-ish, because obviously I've got that appointment at 2. Come on, give me a break in the fence here. There it is. Come on, right, let's cross our fingers. Let's cross our fingers. We can get a bunch of stuff for this VS. We could pick up a proper AK. And we find, like, 3 people. We'll kill them all. We'll walk all the way back to the base, holding, like, 7 bags. Right, that's Nadbor over there. Obviously, it would be good to go over to Nadbor. I liked playing with the map as well, honestly, especially for a server that I don't really know much of, because I'm more of a person that learns by doing rather than just like looking at a map and being like, right, I know where I'm going. So for me, like, learning is more about repetition. So I think having the map is really, really good, because I could just simply, like, I can learn what everything is and actually look at it properly. Like, I guess whenever I, like, maybe people look at their phone for a map or something like that, but whenever I do that, I always end up just getting freaking lost or confused. Maybe it's like the ADHD in the brain, you know. I don't know. Everyone's brain works differently, though, don't it? Okay. There's a lot of these bomber jackets everywhere. I am hoping to find a couple of Zeds at least. Like, there isn't that many Zeds on this thing. Hello, little dude. Just standing there, looking at me, holding a slice of cheese. Oh, holding a banana. Just staring at me. What up, dude? Oh my god, I thought that was a person then. I looked over, seen like something running at me. Like, it's always the case. Whenever I look away and then look up, it's like I end up getting like mauled by someone or something. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. What you got on you? It's 45s, alright. I just looked over and was like, holy shit. It always seems like it's the case, honestly. Whenever I play, like the other day, I literally looked over to Mrs. Duck for like 2 seconds, and I got just bombarded. And I was just kind of sitting there like, shit. Let's get to the proper military area, shall we? There's nada in there, we know that. There's never really anything in these either. I'm not honestly gonna waste my time. Oh, come on now. Right, there's some doors open, obviously. Is that a better stock? That's the AKM stock, okay. Well, definitely feels like someone's looted this recently. Like, why is there a crowbar and a 4-dial in here? What the fuck is that? I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm gonna go and have a little gander at these things. I'm not climbing up the ladder. I feel like that's just asking for death. Love it, mate. Someone's sitting behind that, like, is he hitting the door? Like, why is he hitting the door? That RVN? No. It doesn't go into there. Alright, well, it sucks. There is some shite. I know the server hasn't long reset, like, but there is some shitty ass loot around here. I do obviously want to take that, but considering I've got no mag for it, I feel like we will take it for now, purely for the fact that if I can find a mag for it, and I think there's also a buttstock for that up there, then obviously, you know, great for us. But if I can't, then I will probably very quickly ditch it. All doors open except one. Lovely. NBC stuff. Give us that here. Still surprised I can't fit that on. Honestly, very surprised. And the LAR. Yeah, I'll be taking that. If I find an LAR, then amazing. Right, so we've been able to pick up a few little bits. I do think this place has been looted, like, not long ago at all. Because the actual loot that's here isn't exactly spectacular, is it? I guess we'll take that just because we can slot it onto the belt. And that's pretty much this whole area done, isn't it? You know, the stab vest is great, but honestly, I'm gonna take the field vest. At the end of the day, if I get shot in the chest, the stab vest, from the weapons that I'm gonna get probably shot with, the stab vest isn't gonna do all that much. It's not. And at least I can actually carry around more stuff. Because the aim is to try and grab as much as we can do before we get back into the base. Let's check this last building. That's coming from Nadbor. Right, so now we've done this. We've done Swarog, we've done Polana. What I think we should do now is head all the way back to Topolin. We'll go and put everything back, of course. You know, we've got the sleeping bag, we've got sniper, we've got a decent amount of stuff, really. So if I can take this stuff back now, especially the sleeping bag, we can kit the base up a little bit more, and we should be good. Obviously, Nadbor is still going to be a place. We'll have to go back. I think we'll go back to Topolin. We'll drop everything off, and then we'll come for another run where we'll go to Muratine, and then we'll go to Nadbor as well. And we'll probably hit the prison. But it's not as if there isn't anyone around the area. You know, there's pretty much people. There's pretty much people everywhere in this place. I really wish you had that duct tape though, so we can make that suppressor. I mean, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but we'll make do with what we've got for now. The sleeping bag is epic though, isn't it? I feel like I put the sleeping bag on the roof. Stick that on the roof. Battery, nice. Do I need a battery for this thing? No. Oh, the fact that we picked up that the vest as well. That's great. That means that we can actually put away the baby AK. I wonder if I can see anything going on in Nadbor. I mean, I am here, right? We could just pop over. I'd like to get the sleeping bag back. I would like to get the sleeping bag back. I've never had a sleeping bag before, and I would like to put it in the house. And we can quite easily come back out. And I feel like if we do that, if we drop off the stuff and then we come back, I feel like we're also probably going to have more action. Alright guys, if you are just chilling, having a little lurk, watching away of course, if you could just give us a little like on the stream, that would be like fantastic. You know, it helps your channel grow at the end of the day. And it shows your appreciation as well. Obviously if it's not possible for some random reason, then hey, fair. But if you are able to do it, that'd be sick. We'll see. Honestly, I may come on this evening and do a little bit on this evening, because this whole thing realistically should be getting. I should finish the mini series or record, you know, doing the streams etc. by the weekend. That's when I'm thinking I'm gonna end up finishing it off. And we've got a plan with some of the Discord members for everyone. On Friday, should be giving out the server, and then people can join up. Hopefully, we can all go out like raiding or getting into some fights, something like that. Or once the series done, I think that's what I'll probably end up doing, right? Because this is really experience it as a solo. But once we finished up on this server, then I think I'm going to be inviting majority of the Discord members in to the server. And we can all team up and basically just go out fighting as much as possible and having an absolute whale of a time. Very much doubt there's anything in here. Well, I suppose there's something. Come on. There we go. No, we're not looking at throwing the weapon. You know, get a bit ahead of yourself there, ain't you? Now, will we make it back? Here's the question. We've got like about half an hour until we need to come off. So that's the question. Are we going to make it back? I don't see why not. We're gonna have to take a wide berth around Toplin though. like a big wide berth around Toplin. The widest of wide berths. I wonder where that phrase actually came from. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, really, but it also obviously, I believe it came from maritime. Well, we were on the ocean the majority of the time, and everything was done, and because like, isn't like you would class like the like a boat, like you'd use the term berth for a boat, right? I'm pretty sure that makes sense to me. I don't know why. I don't really know much about boats. Oh, ships. I realise we're just running hell for leather at the moment. Right, let's get our bearings quickly. So we're not wanting to head to Muratine. We want to be heading around the outskirts of Toplin, really. Kind of through this little bit here. Obviously, you know, the base itself, we want to be taking as direct and indirect route as possible. If that makes sense, anyway. Still have half my beans on toast and egg sitting next to me. I just haven't been able to eat it because of the acid. Yes, we don't want to be heading to Sarawak. I mean, to be fair, I also don't really want to be heading to Muratine, or even near to there. Wee! That could have ended up being so bad for us. Swear I just heard double footsteps. No. Right, that must have been coming from Muratine. I think that's what I heard. It wasn't the footsteps, it was gunshots. Right, so we should be coming into, yeah, Sarawak. So we'll take another wide berth around this area. This was the area people were building on before. So to be fair, if they're still building, I have the firepower to obviously fight them. Oh, Oh, sorry, guys. So yeah, we have the firepower to fight them. It's just I don't really want to get into a proper fight at the moment. You know, we have a decent amount of stuff. And I would like to get this back to the base. And then when obviously we set ourselves up again and we come out for another run, then we can focus on obviously doing more PvP. Trying to get into more fights. Interested? That could be coming from Toplin. Not 100% sure, obviously. Little Pink, hello. How are you doing? Thought I seen someone moving, but it's probably just my freaking eyes. I'm doing very well, yeah. Having an awesome run, of course. Good stream. Definitely cannot complain, eh? But welcome to the channel, of course. So we obviously know there's a bit of fighting going on in front of us. We're going to have to swim across the water to get to Toplin as well. We can't just run across the bridge having a whale of a time at the end of the day, can we? That's not really going to work. We want to get the sleeping bag back to the base and see where I can actually set this thing up. I've never had a sleeping bag before. It's quite interesting. Maybe tonight we can come back and build some more of the actual base. You know, grab some extra things. Put some metal sheets on it and... I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure, but we'll see. I really want to go chasing events. I think that's what I would like to do. Gather all the gear and then we can go and start chase events. That's what I would like to do. I think, though, with the sleeping bag, I believe I can spawn back into the base. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've never had one of these things before. It's brand new to me. But we'll see how it works. Obviously, I could just do research. You know, I could just Google it or something like that. And find out before we dive into it. But I don't really want to do that. I want to experience it firsthand. Especially when it comes to gaming, I like to experience things firsthand. I feel like I would enjoy more movies and more TV shows if I didn't actually see a trailer. I don't know if anyone is the same as me, but how many times have you flick through like 100... Obviously, just, you know, making a point, like 100 different shows, and you can never find one. And then you're sort of doing your thing, and like, obviously either your mom or your dad or your family member, or obviously, if you're like myself, your wife or your little one, put something on TV, and you're just kind of sitting there like you have no idea what it is. You don't know what the frick you're watching, but you just start enjoying it because there's no trailer, there's no expectation, there's none of that. It's just simply like, watch what's on. Like, genuinely, I used to love watching TV programs or watching movies on like Channel 3 movies or something like that. And I would love it when I had no idea what it is. Like, I would read the title and be like, all right, don't know what that is. Exactly, Pink. It's nice to figure it out as you go. I feel like we don't do that. As like humans now, like, we don't do that enough. I feel like everyone wants to watch a trailer and they want to figure it out. Like, the amount of times, and I can imagine a lot of people will relate. You find something that you enjoy, right? And let's say like a game. Let's say like you see a game trailer, right? And instead of just waiting for the game to come out, you'll do research on the game. You'll watch every trailer. You'll pick it apart. You'll start playing that game, and you would have already felt like you've played the game. Maybe you'll watch a walkthrough. Maybe you'll watch a little walkthrough when someone's bought the game brand new. And you'll watch this full walkthrough, and by the time you've picked the game up, you know exactly what to do. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going on. And to me, then, it feels less like a game and more like you're just sort of going through the motions, almost. I did that when Assassin's Creed came out. I remember it. I was so looking forward to it. And don't get me wrong, it did just make me more hyped for the game. It really did. But that was only because I had realised and noticed that I was starting to learn so much about the game that I was actually starting to feel like I've already played it. So I stopped. But when Assassin's Creed, what was it, number 3, was it? That was the one with Connor? That was ultimate for me, like absolute just ultimate game. And I feel like I learned so much about the game before I actually played it. I hopped on it and was like, right, I already know how to do all this, and I already know what to do for this, and I already know this. And I was like, fucking hell, I feel like I've already played the game. Well, we're not going that way. We are actively avoiding that. We want to get back with the old sleeping bag. After we watched the trailer last night, or was it last night? I think it was the night before. After I watched the Call of Duty trailer, the fucking my chest. Jeez. So after I watched the Call of Duty trailer, the Modern Warfare 2 one, I started thinking about all these games that are super nostalgic and just like so fun to play. And one game that popped into my head was Need for Speed. So, if anyone doesn't know already, the base that we have right here, this is our arch enemy base. So, the dudes that built this, we had a bit of a fight with them. I took one of them out, so we killed one of them, but, the other two kind of popped out and took us out. So, there is that. But this is one of the bases that I would like to come and raid. And this is what we're gearing up. We're gearing up to take out this base. It's this base over here, isn't it? That's my aim. That's one of our aims. Goals that we'd like to complete before I feel like I can satisfactorily, that's a word, 100%, I can move on from this server and do something else. We don't really want to be chilling around here for very long at all. We want to honestly just run straight through and get going to our actual base. I'm not sure where I'll put the flag, if we obviously have to have one for the sleeping bag. I very much doubt it, but I don't know. I don't 100% know. Oh, they've got a few... I've seen a few blazes. Would be nice to have. You know, I do genuinely feel like a purple bag is a lot less obvious than a giant red bag. Oh, fucking orange dry sack. I'm not going to take it because I haven't got the room for anything else. But you know what I'm saying. Just have a little gander up here. Unidentified can. You know, I think I'll pass on that. I think we'll pass on that. What armband is that as well? Nah, it's not really fitting. It's not really fitting the my theme, I guess. I'm not really a whole fan of that. Anyhow, righty, we are right next to Toppling. We're right next to Toppling. So we'll continue the run. We'll swim over the river. Not if you're colorblind. I suppose, right? If you are colorblind, then it would definitely blend in. Let's just hope everyone's colorblind on the server. I feel like you're talking from experience there. We're gonna have to do the death run. We're gonna have to do it. Alright. Everyone cross your fingers. You know, this is some twitchy stuff right here. Die a lot. Fair. It's the effort that counts. It's the effort that counts. Don't worry, I die a lot anyway, and I'm not colorblind. Well, I say, the sky is blue. The pen is blue. I feel like I need to watch that film. I've had it in my head for a couple of days now. What a good film, though. Liar, liar. It's because it's DayZ. It's always a good time in DayZ. I haven't watched that film. I haven't watched Liar Liar in ages. What a film, though. What a film. I feel like that's probably one of my favorite scenes as well. Like, if anyone hasn't seen it, it's a Jim Carrey movie where he basically he's a lawyer and he can't lie. And, yeah, you can just kind of, like, you can connect the dots and imagine how that goes, right? That I hold in my hand is blue. The pen is blue. I mean, honestly, if you don't want to watch the film, just search up. Just do a quick Google search of the pen is blue, That's all you need to type in is the pen is blue, and you will get the Jim Carrey scene where that happens. It's fucking. I feel like I stopped watching a lot of films. Like as I've grown up, you know, and had kids and all that shit. I feel like I've genuinely stopped watching films. Like when I was in high school, I realized I liked watching films. I like watching the like Channel 3 movies or something like that. So I started skipping school so I could watch movies. That is not any advice in any sense. just so people know, but I started skipping school so I could watch movies. Like my last 3 years of school, I pretty much skipped most of it. Yeah, literally, all I do is watch YouTube now as well. I guess that's kind of why I decided to change the main platform from like trying to be Twitch to YouTube, because like all I do is personally watch YouTube as well. Even when, like, if I'm lying at bed, I have a nighttime, you know, bedtime routine. Well, when I used to smoke, it was to have a cigarette before I went to bed, but now it's to have a cup of tea. So I'll sit there in bed, lying in bed, you know, having my old cup of tea, my old brewski, and I'll just watch YouTube. And I think after I realised that all I personally do is watch YouTube, I was kind of like, why am I trying to do what everyone else does and trying to do Twitch and that? And I'm like, I may as well just do TikTok because it's fun, and YouTube because that's what I watch, and that's where all of my content is anyway. So fuck it, why not? Exactly, Pink, exactly. There is a lot of variety. There really is. Makes me feel old, but I remember when YouTube first came out. Like, I remember when YouTube was like a proper thing and people started like actually watching some stuff on YouTube. Honestly, it feels like that was fucking hell. I told you, didn't I? Nadboard. If we would have stayed in Nadboard for a little bit, we would have ended up getting that. That's fine though, it's fine. We'll take our sleeping bag back. We'll have a good time with it. Oh, nice stretch. Oh, little princess. I hope she sleeps next to me all the time now. She's been really wanting to just chill with me throughout the streams. She's really wanting to chill with me. And obviously now I've been able to sort of give her the opportunity to by setting up the blanket on the windowsill. She seems so happy. She's just been out like a light. Been there enough the whole day. Right, we've got one more freaking bum twitchy thing to do, and that's to run across this little bit. And we're good to go. Let's just do it. Actually, you know what? Let's run up here a little bit. Nah. Yeah, we'll run across the trees. I shouldn't have done it like this. This is worse now. If anyone's got a sniper and they're anywhere near me, I'm ruined, aren't we? We're gonzo. We're dunzo. Index. That's it. We're nearly home. We've nearly made it. Apologies for the sniffling, of course. Last stretch. And we're there. And there she is. The house. I wouldn't say the house of dreams because it's very run down. And I imagine if you actually tried to live in this house, it would be very cold. But nonetheless, the dream house. Let's freaking run. As soon as we get in, the sooner we're safe. And we're safe. Ah. Feel good. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. That says I've got a shotty there. Definitely do not have a shotgun in this thing. Is it like a glitch shotgun or something like that? Ah, well, right. And we also brought this back as well. So if I can actually get a mag for that thing. Insane, right? I got that for the dry bag. Perfect. Right, let's just put all of our stuff back. Everything. I can organize it at a certain point. And that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to organize it right now. I suppose we'll just put the dry bag. There's our pistols. I feel like I want to be putting everything in here, though. Just for the whole point of, like... just for the whole point. But stocks... The rest of it is fine. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll put that in as well. Right. So I wonder if I can put this sleeping bag in here. Yeah, we can. Nice. Haha, perfect. Perfect. Look at that. It really adds to the vibe as well. Plain sleeping bag. Perfect. The tent itself, I'm not going to be able to put a tent up. I was thinking I could put a tent there. Oh, my days. Hang on. Hang on. I know what I want to do. I want to do this, right. Let's just shimmy that in here for a second. Because I can put some stuff in this, right? Let's pack the sleeping bag. Can pack or claim in 179 minutes. Alright, maybe I could just put it down here then. Let me just set that up here for a minute, right? I want to see if it's going to stick out the walls at all. We've got a tent. Right, let's just see. I want to see if it sticks out the walls. In any way. Oh, 100% sticks out the wall. There's no way I could put it in there. There's no way. Can I even pack it up anymore? Can I not pack it up? No! I've ruined it. We've ruined it. Oh, fucker. There's a tent sticking out of the frickin'... Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. That does. Can I grab it here? I can't even walk upstairs anymore. It blocks off. It blocks off getting upstairs. You fucker. So there's actually no way now that you can even get upstairs. It blocks off the stairs. So unless I'm just thinking now. I'm like, what should I do, right? Because my tent is physically sticking out of the actual... The tent's sticking out, isn't it? Like... There's no way of being able to actually get up that, right? So you can't... I actually can't get up the stairs. Can I destroy it with an axe? Oh, that's actually a good idea. That is a good idea. Let me have a look. Let's take our damage one. No. There's no way of... Oh, let me try destroying it from the outside, I guess. That sounded like... No, I can't. The only way that I'm going to be able to do it now is by blocking off the stairs. Because right now, there's a fucking tent sitting inside. Oh, I know, right? What the fuck? Well, I guess someone is definitely going to find that then. What we reckon? Do you reckon someone's going to know that there's a base here? Is there any way that I can actually get upstairs? Yeah. Get upstairs this way, can't we? Alright, no we can't. Oh, we can get upstairs this way, actually. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Okay. Cool. The fuck just happened then? Lag through the entire place. Alright. Well, let's try that again, shall we? I know that I can get upstairs this way. Here you go. Is there something still in that? What's in here? Oh, right. We just left some freaking cornflakes in here. And then I can hop over this bit here. Yeah, there we go. Right, perfect. So the only way that I'm going to be able to do this now... because I can't, like, just crawl. I can't crawl through it. Just throw a blanket over it. No one will know. Nah, they'll know. No one will know. No one will know. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Yellow King, hello. How are you doing? Well, it kind of stops people going upstairs easier, doesn't it? You know, unless you're trying to go upstairs, it does stop you. I will admit. What we could do is... Can I jump on this? Yeah, I can. Alright, good to know. Can I jump on this? No. What we could do is put a barricade across here. Stopping people getting inside. What if I... Let me try shooting it. What if we try shooting it? No, it just hits the wall. I can access it. The thing is, it's kind of funny, isn't it? I can access it. I just can't wrap it up. What's the fuck's a symphony bar? Alright, we've been gifted a chocky bar. Good old chocky bar. Guild, trust. We've already tried. There's no way to crawl in it. There's simply not. You can't crawl in this thing. No, we're not going to be able to crawl in through that way, are we? Let's see if, maybe we could crawl in through the other side, like outside of it. Maybe we could crawl in from the outside. Nah, it won't let me. And there's no way of shooting it either. No, it doesn't do anything. Well, that's it. That's it done, I guess. There's no way of doing anything. It won't be destroyed in any way. It's indestructible. The only thing that we can do genuinely is block off the stairs. Like, that's the only thing that I can do to hide it, is to block off the stairs here and then block off this little section as well. But obviously that then will scream, you know, there is a base here. But I mean, to be fair, the wood paneling kind of does that anyway. But hey, we made a boo-boo. I'm just kind of like, all right then. Okay. We can put stuff in it and no one can access it, so I guess that's that, right? I guess that's that. There we go. Sorted. Right. Not that great. Oh. Right, guys. That is going to have to be me anyway. Obviously, I've got an appointment at like 2 o'clock, so I do really need to get going. If, of course, you've been enjoying the stream, don't worry. I will be back later on, do a bit of PvP, and also tomorrow morning as well for the main stream. If you haven't already, guys, go over to the main page. The first episode of the mini-series, Surviving as a Solo Player on, well, 100 pop PvP server, which is the one that we're playing right now. This is genuinely one of the most insane PvP servers that I've ever experienced. It is crazy. So the first episode of that is out. So if you haven't already, go over, check it out. Be an awesome ducker. Leave a little comment. Even if you hate it, just say, Duck, this was shit, mate. No matter what, a comment is still a comment. It still helps the channel out. Leave it a little like. If you could do them things, honestly, that is more helpful than any donation. Well, I say any donation, but you know, like 100 grand donation, I think I would be quite happy with. So if you haven't done that already, I really appreciate it if you could do. But other than that, have a phenomenal rest of your day. Take care, enjoy your Tuesday, and as always, don't be a dick. Be a duck. Stay awesome.